can't tell me nada. Oi, nobody cares, work harder. They don't want passer, they don't want drama. Hennything Goes, man, grew up in the Gaza. Grew up in the bits. Saturday night, you can butt me in ditch. Connor just scored 2 goals. I ain't talking about teams on a pitch. BA took a few man's chicks. Tech just hit a new lick. JP with the ice on his wrist, so we you bossed up, man, you know what it is. Facts. This is grime. You men are new, I've been here from time.
Hey, big up to Hennything Goes. Come on.
What's going on, people? Hennything Goes back again with another music reaction. And if you're here for Love Music Part 2, that probably means you saw Part 1 yesterday. If you didn't, make sure you go back and check that out now. And yeah, this is looking like it was part of the same album or EP or mixtape or whatever Freckled Angels might be. The first time I've heard Freckled Angels. Easy for me to say. No one's like mentioned it.
Yeah, that we can remember seeing.
But it seems like it's part of the same album. The first part was a completely other side again.
It's a nice morning track.
This might be like a... This is probably going to be wrong. I was going to say it could be a continuation of that sort of side to REN. But this could literally be the track after part 1 on the album, and it would just be something completely different. But before we get into it, no, I'm not making up a different pun for all parts of this. So if you love music, part 2, make sure you go down now, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and get your suggestions in the comments down below.
You couldn't help it, innit?
What?
If you love music, part 2.
Maybe you don't love you don't love music like part 1, but you might love music 2.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Cheese.
How's my levels? Is that coming out okay? Can you hear me? Hang on. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, hello. Oi, what do you get if you take a Welsh boy? Mix in some lunacy, mix in some noise, mix in affliction with music addiction, conviction and fiction, and leave it to boil. Friend, but don't overcook me, please. Serve me with the fine wine and the cheddar cheese, cause I'll immature with age and I don't deep freeze, cause I'll melt your freezer with the fire that I preach.
Did he say I immature with age?
Yeah. You heard it.
That's you.
Shouldn't point in the mirror.
Huh?
Shouldn't point in the mirror.
I've already matured with age. I don't do silliness.
Alright, cheddar.
At my big age now.
And leave it to boil. Friend, but don't overcook me, please. Serve me with the fine wine and the cheddar cheese, cause I'll immature with age and I don't deep freeze, cause I'll melt your freezer with the fire that I preach. Deep. I speak metaphors in my sleep, soliloquies and solitude, my mind on the beat. Neat.
I said it was gonna be. I said I would be wrong when I said it'd probably be a continuation of part 1.
Wait, listen, I'm not gonna lie, that trumpet or whatever that horn is
he
sending
gets
me.
Words like soliloquy out
Very
easy.
Yeah, very easily.
Because I just had to use 98% of my brain then to say it properly.
But this is what I mean, you're focusing on the lyrics. The tune is sending me.
I speak metaphors in my sleep, soliloquies and solitude, my mind on the beat. Neat, I repeat words, retweet. I said neat, I repeat words, retweet. Heat, I chase pretty girls till I'm weak. I was talking to this one girl just last week. She said, Ren, you're so tongue-in-cheek, but it was hard to hear a talk with my tongue in the cheek. Half animal and cannibal, I'm flammable, it's tangible. My casual, yeah, radical, grammatical mind is practical, impactful, and really quite supernatural, detachable from my skull socket in my spine.
Insane, is he possessed by a monster? Hunchback of Notre Dame type posture. Class.
What, Dracula voice and that? That was just... Alright, cool.
My spine.
Insane, is he possessed by a monster? Hunchback of Notre Dame type posture, clasping his hands like a rapist lobster.
Talk like Tony Montana, mobster. Say hello
Like
to
a
my
what?
little friend.
You heard it.
Like a what? I didn't even know lobsters came in that version.
What? Nah, I never knew that.
Natural detachable from my skull socket in my spine.
Insane, is he possessed by a monster? Hunchback of Notre Dame type posture, clasping his hands like a rapist lobster.
Talk like Tony Montana, mobster. Say hello to my little friend once again. I got more lines than a cocaine den. Ren, I'll tell you once again if you forget. Ren.
what
This one can't play on the
What
radio.
these? Why is he like?
This one can't play on the radio.
Like, what's his name from Split? James McAvoy from Split. With all the different voices coming out. When's Patricia gonna come out?
Again, I got more lines than a cocaine den. Ren, I'll tell you once again if you forget. Ren, fill your lungs out like a cigarette. Haha, the kiddie with the wordplay fetish. Alliteration of a lines are lush like lettuce. I live my life with love and light, illuminate like lightning. The liberation leader with linguistics of a lion. You know it's all just fun and games, yeah, honey. You got me smiling like.
Organised chaos, bruv.
All this fun and games, yeah, honey. You got me smiling like there's something funny. This music soothes my soul like melted honey, and I love it, yeah. Yes, I sink MCs like battleships plundered. Twist words like Tony Hawk's 900. Post that quote on Tumblr. Reblog that quote if you want to, dub. Cause I'ma bring the love, I'ma sing the love. Half chav, half hippie, I'm a chippy love. And I was raised in the country, not the city, bruv. So I'm stabbing up cheese, never people blood. Because we need some love, we need it like a drug. And even if you're feeling minging like an ugly pug, you deserve a hug. Cause man, believe me, yes, you're brilliant. I shake the scene like Shakespeare, now they call me William. I'm killing them all over every border and meridian. I'm giving them my idiom, so harder than iridium. I'm purer than Bolivian, I'm deeper than amphibians. A dippy lippy, pretty looking hippie villager, do you You know it's all just fun and games, yeah, honey. You got me smiling like there's something funny. This music soothes my soul like melted honey. And I love it, yeah.
His music really does soothe your
Patricia.
soul like melted honey.
Melted honey. And I love it, yeah. Remember in the 90s, people used to sing rap, and I'ma try to bring that right back. Sean Paul taught me how to beat, and Shaggy told him it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I saw you on the CCTV. It wasn't me. Breaking into Toys R Us last week. It wasn't me. You were dressed like a ninja sheep and using Furbies like bowling balls. Seriously, you're insane, man. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. You're talking to yourself. You're a mother flicking that art. You're losing the plot more than Quantum of Solace. That film, seriously, really quite bollocks. James Bond type reflexes, shaken not stirred.
Wait, this came. Oh wow, it would have been. I was gonna say Quantum of Solace wasn't this far ago, was it? Or
9 years
definitely
ago.
was.
Definitely.
It was definitely a long time before that. Time is just
Speeding up.
Don't know how you feel. But
Quantum of Solace, that film, seriously, really quite bollocks. James Bond type reflexes, shaken not stirred when I'm mixing up my letters. Golden eye fixed on the Thunderbolt checklist. Diamonds are forever so.
Jacket.
More than Quantum of Solace, that film, seriously, really quite bollocks. James Bond type reflexes, shaken not stirred when I'm mixing up my letters. Golden eye fixed on the Thunderbolt checklist. Diamonds are forever so I eat them for breakfast. Live another day but tomorrow never dies. I live and let die but you only live twice. Through your eyes only, see it through your eyeballs. And I fell off the moonraker skyfall. You got to know, I got the flow, I'm Dr. No.
he's still going with James Bond
Yeah.
films.
Yeah.
Still.
Live and let die, man.
I live and let die, but you only live twice.
Dr.
Through your eyes
No.
only, see it through your
Skyfall.
eyeballs. And I fell off the moonraker skyfall. You got to know, I got the flow. I'm Dr. No, with the license to kill. The man with the golden gun type skill. Octopussy means 8 girls, that's ill. Goldfinger? Nah.
Worst character name in film ever, by the way. Yeah.
He's still using that as a reference.
With the golden gun type skill. Octopussy means 8 girls, that's ill. Goldfinger? Nah, golden tongue. And I'm sending this message from Russia with love. On Her Majesty's Secret Service, I went to Casino Royale. The world is not enough.
He might have got every James Bond film in then.
I think the Pierce Brosnan saga onwards.
Nah, I think it might have been everyone, because Dr. No is definitely not.
Oh yeah, that's actually one of the older ones.
I don't think Goldfinger was. I think that was George as well.
Octopussy is crazy.
Yeah, it's the worst name in movie history.
I think people should have to answer for things like that right now. Still, yeah, I think he just has. It seems like the love music instrumental or creating the beat and that is just a you man. Come in. What we doing? Who knows? But that when the horns went into the little, like, the same little segment that the love music one had, and then they done the same thing on this one, and then cut off into like the James Bond theme melody. It's just, it's so easy to do, but it's not easy to continue or focus on. Like, most people, if they jumped on a track and it sounded like that, they wouldn't be able to keep up the James Bond for that whole length of time. And then it also just reminds you, oh my god, I ain't watched James Bond in ages. He proper knows how to bring everything back to the point of like relating to everyone in a sense. But again, I think I'm more hooked onto the musical side than the lyrics at this point, because it's just talent is just like that, and that's what appeals to me, could I say. But
you're all about beats.
So yeah, this is Love Music Part 2. If you like the video, like the video, click the bell for the notification, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit us up in the comments, the book club especially. If you want to support us even further, click the join button below. Hennything Goes.
You can't tell me nada. Oi, nobody cares, work harder. They don't want pasta, they don't want drama. Hennything goes, man. Grew up in the Gaza. Grew up in the bits. Saturday night, you can butt me in ditch. Connor just scored 2 goals. I ain't talking about teams on a pitch. BA took a few man's chicks. Tech just hit a new lick. JP with the ice on his wrist, so we you bossed up, man. You know what it is. Facts. This is grime. You man are new. I've been here from time.
Hey, big up to Hennything Goes. Come on.